Welcome to our channel. The Netherlands is often praised for its high quality of life, excellent infrastructure, and friendly atmosphere. However, like every country, it has its downsides. In this video, we will go over 15 major cons of living in the Netherlands that you should be aware of before considering a move. Let's start. 1. Unpredictable weather. The weather in the Netherlands is famously unpredictable. You can leave your house under blue skies and within minutes find yourself caught in heavy rain. Winters are cold, dark, and damp, while summers can be disappointingly short. Strong winds and frequent rain showers make outdoor plans tricky. If you love sunshine and warmth, the Dutch climate might be a challenge for you. 2. Flat landscape. If you are looking for mountains, hills, or diverse landscapes, the Netherlands might disappoint you. The country is extremely flat, meaning there are no real hiking opportunities. Nature lovers often find it boring due to the lack of forests and natural retreats. Most outdoor spaces are carefully planned and structured, which can feel less wild and less spontaneous. While there are some national parks and green areas, they are relatively small and do not offer the same sense of adventure as open spaces and forests. Above that, the low altitude of the Netherlands results in a consistently damp climate, which can lead to excessive moisture and mold issues in homes. This can feel uncomfortable and may even cause health problems if not properly managed. 3. Overcrowded cities. Major cities are densely populated, leading to traffic congestion, packed public transport, housing shortage, and limited space in public areas. In both cities and villages, modern buildings blend with older architecture, creating a unique yet sometimes chaotic urban landscape. Poor districts are often mixed with wealthier areas, and the surroundings as well as residential buildings can change every corner. Beaches during the season are always overcrowded and loud, making it difficult to find a peaceful spot to relax. Tourists flood popular areas, adding to the noise and crowding, especially in places like Amsterdam and The Hague. Green spaces are limited in urban centers, and parks can also feel congested, particularly on weekends. The continuous construction and expansion efforts further contribute to the sense of overcrowding, making quiet, open areas a rare luxury. 4. Housing shortage. Securing housing in the Netherlands is an immense challenge due to the overwhelming demand and limited supply. As a result, rental prices are high and waiting lists can stretch for months or even years. Many individuals find themselves forced to overpay for inferior living conditions, with landlords holding most of the negotiating power. Large deposits and one-sided rental agreements add to the difficulties tenants face. Apartment hunting is highly competitive, and responding to new listings even within a few hours is often too late, as hundreds of applications flood in almost immediately. Students and workers frequently settle for rooms in poor conditions, sometimes located up to 100 kilometers away from their school or workplace. In desperation, some resort to temporary housing options, such as shared hostels or staying with friends, while continuing their long and frustrating search for a permanent home. Keep also in mind that 95% of flats in the Netherlands are rented unfurnished, without curtains, rugs, and often without floor panels. 5. Limited traditional food variety. Dutch cuisine is simple and lacks the richness of other European countries. Traditional meals often consist of potatoes, cheese, and simple meats. Meals are deep-fried, fatty, and not very diverse. If you love fine dining or a variety of flavors, you may find Dutch food options quite underwhelming. Most people rely on international cuisines to add variety to their diet. Supermarkets and restaurants offer a wide range of international foods, but authentic Dutch cuisine remains limited and repetitive. 6. Expensive car ownership. Owning a car in the Netherlands is costly due to high taxes, fuel prices, parking fees, and road regulations. Due to the taxes, Dutch people often use small and old petrol cars, such as 20-year-old Toyota Yaris or similar. Parking in major cities is not only expensive but also extremely limited, making it difficult to own a car without additional hassle. Many people opt for bicycles or public transport instead, as they are more practical and cost-effective. Additionally, environmental policies are pushing for the adoption of electric vehicles, but the high initial costs and limited charging infrastructure make this transition challenging for many residents. 7. Direct communication style. The Dutch are known for their straightforward and direct way of speaking. They express their thoughts openly, without sugarcoating their words. While this honesty is not intended to be rude, it can come across as blunt or even offensive to those from cultures where politeness is more indirect. If you're sensitive to criticism or value subtlety in communication, adjusting to this style may take some time. 8. Outdated school system. While schools in the Netherlands are of a high standard, there is no guarantee for the future success of your children. The education system, the tools available in schools, and the limited parental control do not ensure educational achievement. Falling behind or repeating a year is common. If a teacher believes that a child struggles with the curriculum, the child can also be placed in special classes with a significantly reduced chance to revert the process. Furthermore, children as young as 13 are allowed to work, which can make school less appealing and hinder their focus on studies. In the final year of primary school, students take a central test to assess their readiness for secondary education. Based on this test and teacher evaluations, students are placed into one of 3 secondary education levels, determining their future. 9. Drugs availability. In the Netherlands, buying and using soft drugs, such as marijuana or psychedelics, is legal, and the country has developed a system to regulate their sale and consumption. However, the real issue lies with hard drugs, which are becoming increasingly available in almost every corner of the cities. Despite the presence of law enforcement, it seems that drug dealers operate in every city with little fear of being caught. The insufficient actions are particularly evident in Rotterdam, where the port has become the largest hub for drug trafficking in Europe. The port's strategic position as a major international trade gateway makes it an ideal transit point for the smuggling of illegal substances. Even as authorities try to address the growing problem, the scale of trafficking remains overwhelming. The widespread availability of hard drugs is not only a public safety concern, but also contributes to the destabilization of neighborhoods and communities. 10. High crime rate. The situation described above has resulted in an alarmingly high crime rate in the Netherlands. Gang violence, shootings, and bombings have become disturbingly common as criminal organizations vie for control. Obtaining drugs is not the only thing that has become alarmingly easy. Acquiring firearms on the streets is just as simple, with no questions asked. This ease of access to weapons has contributed to the escalating violence. In 2024 alone, over 1,000 explosives were set off across the country, further exacerbating the chaos. The powerful explosions have led to numerous deaths, widespread destruction, and immense suffering for innocent people caught in the crossfire. The constant threat of violence has created an atmosphere of fear, as residents are left to wonder when and where the next explosion or gunfight might occur. 11. Language barrier. While most Dutch people speak English, relying solely on it can often be insufficient for complete integration into society. Many official documents, job opportunities, and essential services are available only in Dutch, making it challenging for non-Dutch speakers to navigate daily life. Without proficiency in the language, it can be difficult to truly feel like a full member of the community or take full advantage of the opportunities around you. Dutch is not an easy language, and learning it is a process that requires time, dedication, and consistent effort. But it is often an essential step for long-term success in both personal and professional life. 12. Work-life balance pressure. The Netherlands is known for promoting a healthy work-life balance, but there is still significant pressure to maintain high productivity. Efficiency is highly valued in most workplaces, and companies often place considerable demands on their employees. Despite the presence of workplace protections and policies aimed at safeguarding well-being, stress and burnout remain prevalent issues for many workers. The expectation to perform at a high level can sometimes lead to negative effects on mental and physical health. Even with supportive work environments, finding a sustainable pace can still be a challenge for many in the workforce. 13. Healthcare system waiting times. The Dutch healthcare system is widely recognized for its high quality, but it faces challenges such as long waiting times for specialists and non-urgent treatments. One significant issue is the difficulty in securing a general practitioner, as many doctors are not accepting new patients due to high demand. If specialized medical care is needed, patients often experience delays of several months before they can secure an appointment. While the healthcare system itself is well regarded, these delays can be frustrating for those in need of timely medical attention. 14. High rate of mental problems. A long waiting time for treatment and excessive drug use resulted in other issues which are mental problems. In the Netherlands, a lot of people struggle with depression, suicidal thoughts, and much more severe mental illness. Living in such a surrounding can make you feel insecure. When reading the news, the cruelty, extent, and effortlessness of committed crimes leave you wondering about security. Mental health issues are a growing concern in the Netherlands. 15. Heavy government regulations. The Dutch government enforces stringent regulations on everything from housing to business operations, which can sometimes feel overly restrictive. Authorities closely check many aspects of daily life, ensuring compliance with various rules, taxes, and policies. When facing financial hardship and seeking assistance, much of the support operates on a reimbursement system. This means that first individuals have to pay out of pocket for services and then apply for a refund. For example, if you wish to send your child to subsidized daycare, you are required to pay around 2,000 euros up front and then wait for an around 80% reimbursement. This process repeats every month and for many other services. Moreover, it often involves a lengthy, complex, and paperwork-heavy procedure, which can be overwhelming for those already struggling. Summary. The Netherlands is a great country in many ways, but it's not perfect. From the unpredictable weather to the high crime rate, there are challenges that newcomers should be prepared for. Whether you can handle these downsides depends on your personal preferences and lifestyle. If you found this video helpful, make sure to check out our other videos about living in the Netherlands, or simply subscribe. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.